was that a better time? And it takes you back to the time where there's no cars and this kid is just living his life. And anyone that has not grown up in, say, Manhattan or downtown Los Angeles or a big city like that, this is a very common thing for you to see or do. And I remember all the time growing up like this, where you would do this. I mean, my mom was famous for it, which she would say, okay, as soon as the sun come up, you were ready to go. I would always go to my buddies, either Todd's or Mason's or John's or things like that. Um, and she would say, okay, come back before this street lights go on. And that was just a thing. I mean, this is one of those things that this is before cell phones, obviously. Okay, I was an 80s kid, and it was one of those things that it's one of those where as you get older, your memory of you and your past always seem to get better. So was that a better time? In my mind, yes. I mean, some would say no, because we don't have the technological advances that we do today. But is that a good thing or a bad thing? We have to really think about it. You don't remember more. You just remember the things you associated with being better. That's the wild thing. And it's one of those, if you're thinking that today is better, think about, was it really better? Like, was it, yes, you can communicate with anyone at any time, anywhere, but is that a better thing? You know, was it be better to be inside all the time or outside all the time? I remember my grandmother, I used to spend a lot of time there during the summer, and she would tell me flat out, in or out. My grandfather would say in or out. And I'd say, well, what does that mean there? You have to choose in or out, because they didn't like to hear the door slamming. In or out. And so if you chose out, you were out. I mean, so you'd be literally out the entire day. Um, so we had a little bit more freedom, I would say. We had the freedom to just, no one knew where you were, and you just lived your life. This was the time when you could leave your stuff in the front yard. My next door neighbor used to leave packages from like Amazon and all that on his front door for like a week, just to piss me off, because I grew up in LA. And so it would really bother me, because I would be like, dude, you got to put them in. Still this day, if the mail gets delivered, I'm picking up the mail out of the mailbox within 5 minutes, just because I'm worried that it's going to get stolen. And that's just the way I grew up, and that's the way it was. So everyone's got a different thing. Now you can track your kids, do all that. In my opinion, I think we grew up tougher, and that you just learn to be tough. What are you going to do? Cry to mommy? It's one of those things. And I think we're all better from it, in my opinion.